Hi guys, welcome to the Oasis Healing Temple. Thank you for joining me today. For this reading, we are going to get some information from 3 different spirit guides. And we're going to choose or see who wants to come out to reveal these messages. So for pile number 1, let's see what spirit guide wants to deliver a message today. We have Djwal, Khul. Not sure how you pronounce that. Forgive me for mispronunciation. Number 2. Let's see who wants to come out. We have Buddha. Oh, my deck is all messed up. Okay, number 3. What guide wants to deliver a message for pile number 3? Pile number 3, Spirit. Okay, we have Venetian. So number 1. Djwal, Khul. Not sure how you pronounce it, you guys. I'm sorry. And that one is with yellow fluorite. Pile number 2. Your deck is just a mess at the moment. You have Buddha with Atlanticite. Pile number 3. We have the Venetian with Dream Amethyst. Okay, these are your 3 choices. The timestamps are listed in the comment section below, the description box, not the comment section. Pause the video if you need more time to meditate on which pile is for you, and I will see you guys at your readings. Welcome, pile number 1. You chose Djwal Khul with the yellow fluorite crystal. And what I love about yellow fluorite has a little bit of purple in there. This crystal right here, a particular one, helps to merge the physical and the spiritual mind and bringing them into balance and unification, into understanding. So it's like bringing our physical mind up into our spiritual mind so that we have more spiritual understanding. And Djwal Khul is said to be, he's a Tibetan Buddhist master and was a devotee to Buddha. And he was also said to be one of the 3 wise men in one of his previous incarnations. So he's been serving the planet for many, many lifetimes and incarnations. And right now his soul resides in the temple of Shambhala in the Himalayas. So this is the guide who is offering you his wisdom today. And we have divine mission, enlightened action, making choices from the heart. So there's an opportunity here for you to evolve as a spiritual being and to receive like a divine purpose, to receive a mission to serve. So let's see what other information he wants to bless you with today. Let's see what his guidance is going to be. We have the chrysanthemum stone, intuition, optimism, and Akashic records. Ooh. The chrysanthemum stone's a really, really old, ancient crystal. I mean, it's really old. It has a lot of wisdom. And it looks like an eye here. So there's an activation to your vision, to perhaps your third eye and the way that you perceive and see things. Yeah, you're stepping onto a new phase where you're about to receive like a third eye expansion. Let me see. We have Bone Collector. Ooh, card number 1. Yeah, there's a shifting in your energy, a shift on your timeline that's about to occur. Yeah, an evolution. Where it's definitely an expansion, because I believe this is Jupiter right here. Jupiter is about expanding. It's about abundance and prosperity and all the things good, actually. Good luck, even. We have Magic Prayer. Maybe there's something that you've been wishing and hoping for. Or something that you've been hoping for is about to come to fruition. You're stepping into that cycle, into that new cycle where what you've been praying for, what you've been hoping for, is about to come to fruition. It's written in the Akashic Records for this to take place. Yeah, it's time. Big shifts. We have Dragonfly Magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. Okay, great. So we have this dragonfly that's coming in, telling you that there is going to be lots of transformation taking place right now for you, not only spiritually but physically. So make sure you're taking some time out to ground, to just collect yourself, spend some time in nature also, because this also helps us transition and receive this information, to receive this new enlightened state of being. It needs to be able to ground into the physical body, so you need to take some time to rest. Sometimes it can be very very intense sometimes to our bodies when we're receiving higher light codes and deeper information. It can be very taxing on the body if we're not prepared for, the amount of information, the amount of upgrades that we're receiving. So make sure that you're taking time out to nurture yourself through this transformation. We have sadness. All right, this could be the past, sadness of letting something go. Maybe you've lost a couple of people along the journey. Maybe it hasn't been very easy. It's been very, very hard, and that's been acknowledged here. Make sure you guys can see these on camera here. We have the throat chakra, express your truth. Okay, and we have this Merkaba activation with the butterfly and some wings here. So there's definitely, a growth and a transformation, and coming to a meeting of the mind where the heart and the mind are starting to sync up and link up. Just like the physical and the spiritual mind, there's an upgrade taking place for you, where you are going to be able to express yourself more authentically by being able to speak your truth and honoring your truth, honoring the wisdom that you have from everything that you have gained mastery over, everything that you've accomplished in your life. We have reveal your truth right after the throat chakra. Yeah. You're able to see beyond the illusion and see the truth of the situation. Definitely have a lot of clarity and a lot of vision. The way that you see things, the way that you perceive things is a little different than most people. And there's something that the way that you see things, the way that you can see and perceive the truth, is something that you need to share. Yeah, you're very receptive and perceptive. And it's time for you to shine your light. So let's see what this divine mission that you're being asked to begin involves you sharing your truth and revealing your true self. Be patient. Yeah, take some time and allow this energy to shift. See how we have this beautiful color that's starting to like get brighter and brighter. That's the love and the light that's coming in, the transformation that's taking place. And it needs time for your energy levels to integrate this evolution, this ascension energy, this new phase, this new path. See yourself in nature. And for me, this is seeing yourself as part of nature, that you are one and connected to all, and that what you do for yourself, you also do for the collective. I also see Mother Nature acknowledging you, acknowledging the work that you've done here on the planet. You're also getting an activation from Mother Earth, and this acknowledgement from Mother Earth to work with nature to help you ground in these energies here. Quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Yeah, and working with Mother Nature here, she will help you calm your mind and get a little bit more centered and grounded in this new phase of life that you're stepping into this new beginning, so that you can download this divine mission that you're about to go on. There's something that you're meant to express and share with the collective. I want to get some more information about this here, about this divine mission. What clues can we get from this? About the divine mission. Pile number 1. There might be some things you have to let go of in order to step on this new path, and it's okay to grieve the loss of the ending of something so that you can embrace this new beginning. And sometimes things didn't work out the way we wanted them to, but they work out for our highest good, essentially. We have books. You connect to your life purpose through involvement with books. We have nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Okay, so this is taking care of your body, taking time out to maybe research, get some information. This might be how you retreat, is by researching, reading books, taking time out for yourself, nurturing yourself, having a home-cooked meal, any ways that make you feel comforted. So taking care of the physical body while you're going through this transition to receive this information. Let's see what other guidance we can have. Find you the right deck. Alright, we'll do the angels. What information are we allowed to have? Because sometimes we're not allowed to know. You just have to wait for them to unfold, and that's why we may have to be patient, because you haven't quite opened up yet to allow the information to come in, and that's why it's asking you to take some time out to be open to this new energy that's trying to be downloaded into your system, and that's why you need time out so that you can receive that activation. We have gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from the Creator. Open your arms to receive. And we need that time out, that quiet retreat, in order for us to be in that magnetic energy of being receptive to this information, to this mission that you're about to go on. So spending some time alone, isolate yourself a little bit away from, majority of people whenever you can. Take some time out. If you're, a parent and you have children and everything like that, make some time, schedule some time during the day or in the evening after you put them to bed. Take a bath, do something that nurtures your soul, where you are consciously making this choice, scheduling this time for yourself to nurture yourself, comfort yourself, to tune in and be open to receiving, some new energies, new guidance, new information. We have gentleness, another Archangel Sun Dolphin. He says, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Exactly. Just take care of yourself right now. Djwal Khul is saying that you're going to receive this activation. You need to take some time out for yourself. Tune into your heart space. We have breathe. Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. So at the current moment, I believe you're still in a phase of releasing things from the past and letting some things go and expressing whatever those truths are, whatever you need to let go of, whatever sadness this is, to express your sadness about whatever the situation is, if things didn't work out, if people didn't work out, whatever the case may be, and taking your mask off and allowing yourself to just be and exist and accept things as they really are, and then to nurture yourself, love yourself, pour some comforting energies into yourself, take some time out, and then be patient, because there's some gifts that are about to come in for you right now. There's some revelations, some insights, some higher perspectives, some clarity that's going to come into you that will help you move forward along the path, so that you can then activate this divine mission, this higher purpose for the cause of, for the reason for everything that you've been through. Okay, let me get one final message to send you on your way. One final message for pile number 1, Djwal Khul. What is the leading message you want for them to have, to take away? Okay, so we got 4. So 1, we have me. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. Time to take care of your needs right now. Pile number 1. We have creation. I have the power to direct my life. With a constructive attitude, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. And it's seeing things from that perspective, that everything is a tool to teach you something, and that you're always learning, and you can always improve, and you can always make better choices, you can always transform, you can always become something, you can always start over. We have the path to light. I make the conscious choice to move towards the light one step at a time. I transform my weakness into strengths by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. How beautiful is that? Because it's exactly what you are being guided to at the moment, is to step onto the path of light, to make conscious choices by connecting your physical mind to your spiritual mind, so that you're more present and thinking from your heart space and having those more elevated thoughts that aren't coming from a place of regret or lack or criticalness or self-judgment and condemnation or pain and fear. Okay, let's see what the last one is. We have affirmation. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by self. I am respected by others. I love that. That is a great affirmation for you right now. Pile number 1, to acknowledge that you have needs, to acknowledge, your feelings, to be gentle with yourself, to be brave in facing your fears, to nurture yourself more, to respect yourself more, to breathe in more love, and to exhale any sadness or any fears that you may have, so that you can step on this path of light that's being offered to you. Yeah. Your prayers are being heard, they're being acknowledged, and it's time for you to spend some time with you, to love you, to pour some love and energy and comfort into yourself, and to acknowledge your needs and that your needs matter. Time for you to speak your truth, to honor your truth, honor how you feel. And to spend some quality time with yourself, just loving yourself. Be patient with yourself as you go through this transformation, as you go through this healing process, because I believe you're stepping onto a path of healing at the moment. And the more you can pour more loving thoughts into your heart space and uplift your mind so it's not in such a lower vibration, and really focus on loving yourself, spending some time out in nature, it will help create this shift and manifest your prayers and your manifestations more quickly, because you're keeping your vibration high and focused on yourself and pouring love and light into your being. And don't forget to take deep breaths, okay? Breathing in love and healing, and releasing all that doesn't serve you anymore along the path. And breathing out any pain, any sadness, or anything that's holding you back from stepping onto this beautiful path of love and enlightenment. Alright, pile number 1, that was your reading. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you, Djwal Khul, for your guidance and your messages. If this reading resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you feel free to share. I'll see you again in another reading. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Number 2, you chose Buddha and the Atlantisite. Atlantisite is said to be a stone of wisdom, of ancient wisdom actually, and it helps you to ground the spiritual energies here onto the physical plane. It's also really good for the heart and coming to an understanding of some lessons. It helps us to heal our emotions and to grow from our struggles. And it helps you to be grounded, very hopeful, having hopefulness in your heart. It's a combination of serpentine and stitchite. So definitely works with the heart chakra, your third eye, and the crown energy, as well as your earth chakra, to help you ground in that spiritual wisdom. And you have that with the Buddha. Heightened awareness, make peace with your thoughts and your world. So there's some healing that's going to come in for you. This particular ascended master is letting you know that healing is coming in. You're going to start getting some deeper perceptions, more insights into some of the things that you've been through, so that you can awaken a level of perception to help give you more clarity and insight on some of the pain and discomforts and the struggles that you may have been experiencing in your life, so that you can make peace with your thoughts and with your emotions, and end any kind of suffering or pain or sadness or anger that you may be holding on to. Okay, so let's get some more information just to see what Buddha wants to say to you, what his message is. We have Venetian, which is a crystal. Adventurous, dark daring, and problem solver. Ooh, I like that. So definitely going on a spiritual journey to heal yourself, to understand things that you've gone through, and to bring more healing, more peace, more loving energy back into your heart, to restore your heart so that you can feel safe to love again. Let's see what else we have. We have deep freeze. Yeah, some things that may have been, hidden, things that are from the past, things that, you haven't addressed, things from the past, things that have been buried deep within your heart might be starting to surface here so that you can bring in this beautiful healing and awareness. Dry desert. Oh, you may have felt alone at some points, but there is, so we have this cactus on the horizon. You've gone through a spiritual journey. So there could be two different readings here. Some of you have been on this spiritual journey, this spiritual quest to find healing, to find peace, to find, more of who you really are on a path of self-discovery. And there's this cactus on the horizon, and cactus can grow in harsh, environments that most plants can't. And they do, if you were to be trapped in the desert or lost in the desert, you could survive off of a cactus plant. They have so many nutrients to them, and they also are very water absorbent, so you could survive. So you are somebody who has gone through the trenches, so to say, and have still remained, this beautiful light, still remain true to who you are, still have held this beautiful heart of yours, sacred, even though it has been, a long journey. But there are some things that may be holding you back. Something holding you back. But you're about to receive some new awareness, new insights. Let's see what else we have. Movement. Ooh, good. So we have the deep freeze to the dry desert, and then we have movement. So there's definite forward movement for you on the horizon here. And we have the ostrich, and the ostrich can run so fast. I know they're not the fastest animal, but they're one of the fastest animals. So there's a lot of shifts, big shifts coming in for you right now, because there's an ending to this isolation, an ending of you being on this self journey, self-discovery, of learning yourself and healing your traumas, or healing any of your wounds that you have gone through, things that have been hidden. And you've taken the time to go on this spiritual quest to learn yourself, to heal yourself. We have Orca Whale, Adventure. So we have adventure twice here. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. So you have a lot of wisdom. So with these two different readings that I have here going at the same time, there's two different collectives. Some of you are about to go on this journey of self-discovery, and some of you have been on the road of self-discovery, and those of you who are about to go on this road, you're going to discover how strong you are, how wise you are, how loving and kind you are. You're going to learn how everything that's happened in your life has played a purpose to create this beautiful being that you are, and you're going to find some healing in this self-discovery. Those of you who's been on this journey, you are reclaiming your soul song, you're mastering like your inner Buddha, your emotions, your thoughts, and making peace with what you've experienced along the path. And you've done a lot of emotional healing work on yourself. And this forward movement, you know, you're being told to look forward with a sense of enthusiasm. You're going to be going on a new journey, and this one's not going to be as harsh or isolated. You're going to meet up with like-minded people, maybe perhaps your soul tribe, your soul family. You're going to discover more about yourself and learning, you know, who you really are, connecting to your divine self. We have illumination. Yay! Yeah, some things are going to be revealed to you in both of these collectives. Going on this journey and having been on this journey, you're getting new insights, new perspectives, learning how to, you know, navigate this new version of yourself. We have radical expansion. Beautiful. Look at this beautiful dragon here. Yeah, you're learning how to become your own master. Or Buddha wants you to learn how to master your emotions, how to master your thoughts, to end your suffering. Because Buddha was, he was a prince, and he was very, you know, well off in the world. And one day he like wanted to go see the townspeople, and while he was out there looking amongst the crowd of people, he saw like that suffering was real. You know, he didn't know that poor people existed. He didn't know that people were, you know, living without homes and stuff. And it like broke his heart because, you know, he's lived this you know, this good life, this cushioned, sheltered life, and he had no idea that other people were having to live in a way that he'd never been exposed to. And so it broke his heart, and he wanted to go on this mission to try to end, you know, the suffering of the world and help people heal from their emotions and heal from the thoughts that constantly replay in their mind. And so Buddha is here offering you this blessing, and you might want to work with him as a spiritual guide or a mentor for you to help you to end your suffering, how to release any of these traumas or any stuck emotions and pain that you have about the past, or the way that you see yourself, or the perspective you have about a specific situation. You're being asked to go on a journey within to understand who you really are and understand the depth of your soul and why you incarnated here in the first place, and to bring your awareness, to bring your light within the depths of who you are, to go on a deep dive. Don't stay on the surface, on the shallow end. Go into the deep subconscious waters of your soul to understand who you are and why you have these fears, or why the pain still bothers you. Why is this still, you know, something you're holding on to that you haven't been able to move forward from? That way you can reclaim that part of you, the part of your memory, the part of your mind and your emotions, that version of you. You can reclaim that soul particle and bring it back here to the present moment, so that you can be more at peace and whole within yourself. And when we do that, when we experience any kind of suffering or pain or trauma, and we haven't, you know, healed from that experience, a part of our soul like remains trapped in that moment, because it doesn't have understanding, it doesn't have closure, it doesn't have a comprehension of why is this happening. And if we aren't brave enough to go back and face that memory again and understand it from a different perspective, because the person you were back then experiencing this pain and trauma isn't the same version of you that you are today. And so through the time gap over the years, you have become a new person. You know, those traumas, they change us, but they also make us stronger. And so the version of you today is a lot stronger than the version of you who experienced the trauma. And so it's taking your perception and your awareness and going back to that memory and trying to understand and learn What was I trying to learn and gain from this experience? You know, what tool can I take from this to bring it forward so I can have closure and let this go? Have I learned the lesson of this experience? Was this a choice that I made consciously or unconsciously? You know, things like that. And what was I learning to do and what not to do? Because that's always what we're there learning. We're learning the opposite of what we want to experience. And when you can find your healing in that, your that version of you can now rejoin the present you, so that you're no longer having this memory come up, you're no longer being triggered, those emotions aren't being stuffed inside, causing disease and, you know, cancers or anything. You can actually heal and rejuvenate your body, your emotions, and your mind by doing these tools, these practices, this journey that you're asked to go on. I believe it's to reclaim a part of you that's stuck in the past and to bring that healing in so that you can become the master and expand your perception and expand your awareness to see things from a different vantage point and a different point of view. We have let go of the old, exactly, like step into this new version of yourself, into the person that wants this peace, that wants this healing. And it's not easy by any means. It takes a lot of commitment and dedication to become a master. It really does take a lot of effort. But you can do it because so many people have. There's been so many ascended masters before us, you know, and they're constantly learning and trying to understand the energies, learning why they feel certain ways, why do things trigger me, and learning to become your own master. We have words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerful words, powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. So when we speak, we create. And you're being asked to be mindful of your words, to realize that you have the ability to create your own reality through the words that you speak and through your belief systems. If you believe that you are, you know, without and you're always chasing some goal or chasing to attain something, you're never going to achieve it because you're always chasing it. When we invoke things like I am and I have, you become a magnet for that energy because you're claiming that you already have it. And the more you can claim what you have, it starts to pull it closer to you. You start to receive it because you are it. That's how we create. When you're constantly saying like, oh, well, maybe one day, or, you know, hopefully soon, or I can never get ahead, or things are always happening to me, stuff like this, or why are things always happening to me, I can never get ahead, things like this, you're going to create more of that for yourself because that truly is your belief system, is that you're never going to get ahead and that you're always just living paycheck to paycheck, you know, or always in a struggle. You have to change that belief system and see things the way you want to see them. And it's not denying your experience. What you're doing is you're becoming the magician. You're becoming the master alchemist, and it's working with the energies around you and learning the environment, learning your tools. And your tools are your mind, your tools are your belief systems, it's your emotions, it's your heart, it's your physical body. These are all our tools. And your voice, your words, how we use them, how we express ourselves, how we feel about ourselves and feel about our environment. We're this energetic system that can create using all of these tools and gifts. And you have to learn how to use your tools and do some research on these tools, on frequency, on even working with like gemstones, because they help us to shift our frequency so that we can hold a certain vibration to manifest a certain type of frequency, you know, trying to match our physical frequency to that of what we're trying to create. So if you're trying to create more abundance, you have to live from an abundance mindset of I have and I am successful, I am worthy, I am deserving, I am financially free, I am financially liberated, money easily flows to me, you know, or I am lucky, you know, there's things like this. You have to start believing that you are capable and worthy of such things so that you can become that magnet to attract them to you. And this goes for like everything. I mean, like love, that job that you want, that partner that you want, that house that you want, all those things. You know, there's a like why manifestation boards. There's some, that is another tool you can use, because it's, we go through things visually, and when you can repeat things, the visual aid just helps remind you of this goal of what you're trying to create. So use any tool that you need to use to help you stay in a specific vibration or a specific mindset and emotional frequency of what it is you're wanting to achieve and attain. Okay. Whew. Let me see what else we can get for you, because we got some empty spots over here, so I want to get some more information from Buddha here. What other wisdom can he give you? Messages from Buddha, please, for the collective who are listening to this reading. We have Kuan Yin's Pink Dragon. Oh, I love Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cords dissolve by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. It's beautiful. Some of you may want to do some cord cutting. Cords are, they're very energetic. So when you think of someone or something, it creates an energetic cord. And every time you think about this specific person or this specific situation, or if it was an argument that you had, things like this, you end up creating an energetic cord between you and that person. And it can be something that it forms like a tape that just replays over and over in your mind, where you're having this, you know, imaginary argument or discussion. And when you're doing the cord cutting, you are severing that energetic cord so that you're no longer being, you know, your energy's not being siphoned somewhere else. It can be more present and focus on the moment and the goal that you're trying to achieve. So anytime you have these distractions, you know, that make you feel like you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, or you're not going to achieve this goal, you're not going to, you know, master these emotions, or you're not going to receive this abundance, you want to immediately catch yourself having that negative thought and then remove it, cord cut it. And which there's many different techniques you can look on how to cord cut online. Cut the cord, and then you want to insert your new programming that says I am worthy and I'm deserving, or I am successful, whatever it is that gives you that positive energy frequency. That's what you want to do, is interrupt the one that's the lower vibration, and you want to restart with the positive vibration so that you can retrain your mind and your emotions by you being the master and you teaching your own mind how to think and perceive things and to create things. Same for your emotions. This is how you learn how to become the master, by you doing this work with yourself, with the tools that you have. Got some angel cards here. We have Remember Who You Are. Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God, and you are very loved. I love Archangel Michael because he helps us to cut cords. You can also invoke him. Archangel Michael, I ask for ultimate sacred space. I ask for any cord, energetic cords that are no longer serving, you know, my new thoughts or my intentions of creating this beautiful, healthy vibration, or cut the cords that are no longer serving me. I ask for all energetic cords that are not mine to be cut and severed, returned into like Mother Earth for grounding and healing and transmutation. You know, there's so many different ways that you can work with these energies. And you can also ask Archangel Raphael to heal any holes or tears that are in the aura after you've cut these cords, so that you're sealed and surrounded by a barrier of light. And you can research all these online. There's plenty of YouTube videos, lots of teachers out there. We have crystal clear intentions. Look, you have Archangel Michael again. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Exactly, like I was saying, you have to believe that you're worthy and deserving of this. And the sword of truth, this is your truth, your personal truth, and believing and knowing what you're worthy of, regardless of what anybody says or believes. You know, you have to go into your own heart and your own mind and find your personal truth, your personal whale song. And it takes you taking some time out to go in and connect and to heal anything that's, you know, leftover and residual from the past, so that you can be more here in the present moment, focus on this beautiful future you're trying to create by being more present in the moment and focusing your intentions on what it is that you want to create by becoming your own master. Let's get one more card for you. Stand in your truth. Ask Archangel Michael to help you cut any of these cords. I mean, and every time you have one of those negative thoughts or those fearful thoughts or anything that tries to make you feel like, you know, you're not worthy or good enough or could achieve this goal. Archangel Michael, help me please cut this cord and release it. All right, we have Archangel Raguel, which is Clairsentient. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings, and they will signify divine guidance. Follow your heart. Listen to your inner guidance, your own intuition. Ask your guides to be with you. There's lots of ways that you can work with the higher powers, and you have to ask for help. You have to ask them to help you. They're not allowed to interfere. There's some things that they can help us with, some things they're not allowed to help us with, but they also can't help if we're not asking them to help us. Yeah. So notice your feelings, pay attention to your emotions, what things feel good, what things don't feel good, because that's also a compass. It's a tool to show you when you're in alignment with something that is right for you and when something is not in alignment with what you're trying to achieve, okay? We have freedom. I realize my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt, so I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. Isn't that beautiful? I love when these cards align with the reading, with the channeling information that's coming through here. So free yourself from these wounds, free yourself from the past. Let the love and the light come in. Allow yourself to be loved and healed. Let go of any of those negative thoughts, those critical thoughts that want to come in and make you feel like you are not good enough, and that you can't achieve this. We have goodness. I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus, I free myself, allow my goodness to manifest, and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. Beautiful. What came to me when I was reading this right here, I think it just came in and came out. Okay, it might come back to me. I overcome my imperfections and polish my character and feed off of the positive. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's this old native saying where within us we each have two wolves, and One is of the light and one is of the darkness. And you can tell the difference between the two by the way that they speak and the tone that they talk to you in. And the one you listen to the most is the one you feed. You know, whoever's voice is the loudest is the one you feed the most. And so what you're trying to do, if you realize that you always hear that critical voice talking to you, shaming you, putting you down, that's the one you're paying attention to, because there's something inside of you that believes that that is the truth. And what you want to do is start feeding that other wolf in you, the one that's of the light, the one that has the whisper that's telling you that you're good enough and that you're worthy and that you're lovable. That's the one you need to start feeding your attentions to, feeding your love into, because that is the truth, you know? And the truth gets buried a lot. It gets overlooked a lot because our pain can sometimes be so loud. So Buddha's asking you to go on this spiritual quest, to go on this journey, to go within and understand who you really are, and to heal yourself from these pains and allow forgiveness and love to come in for not only you, for, you know, it's hard to, you know, sometimes when people cause us pain, I know it's hard to forgive people sometimes. And, you know, the saying is we're forgiving not for them, but for ourselves. And I don't like the saying of forgive and forget, because to me, like, you can't forget what happened, because that's a lesson that you're learning from, you know. So you can choose to forgive so that you can set yourself free, but you don't have to, you know, seek justice on your own. You can allow that karmic energy, whatever is meant to play out for that person in their life who's done the injustice to you, things will happen on their own. You don't have to do anything. You just have to free yourself from having to be caught up in any kind of energetic cord with this individual. Cut the cords to them so they no longer have access to your energy, and let that go. Forgive them for oh, it's really, really hard, because I know some people have experienced so much pain from really mean, harsh, like violent, aggressive people. And we don't have access in this plane to know who we all are to one another and what roles we've all played in each other's past incarnations, because we could have been the very, very bad guy to them in a previous life, and this is the karmic lessons that we're now receiving, being on the opposite end. Now we're the victim and they're the ones who are the perpetrators, you know. And so we're all constantly learning lessons, and we're all bad guys at some times and we're all good guys at some times. And so that's why when we come from that place and of expanded awareness and seeing things, that everything has a reason and a purpose, it becomes easier to have that forgiveness and compassion in your heart, to set somebody free from making a horrible mistake, even if they don't understand it now in this lifetime. Their soul does, you know, and that will carry through other incarnations, so that you, when you can forgive and let go, it doesn't keep that karmic cord where you two are attached to each other, constantly repeating through another cycle, because y'all can't forgive one another for the experiences you've gone through and the pain you've been through together. When you can finally let go and forgive and come to that place of peace in your heart, you will no longer have to be in each other's lives in that way anymore. You know, you cut that karmic cord where you have learned all you can from this type of relationship, and that is truly how we set ourselves free. Okay, I'm going to have to end your reading here, pile number 2. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm sending you all of my love. Congratulations. Wishing you all the best on your journey. If this reading has resonated with you in some way, please feel free to comment in the comments. You don't have to. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in future readings. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Welcome, pile number 3, to your reading. You chose Paul the Venetian. It says, Gifted One, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. Paul the Venetian was an ascended master, and he was given an opportunity to help the human collective with ascension. And he's also one of the, I can't remember now, But I do know he does work with the pink ray, the pink rose right here within our heart space, and it's blooming. And so there's, for me, what I'm receiving is that you are starting to bloom. You're awakening to your potentials, to your spiritual gifts, your hidden talents. Maybe before somebody made you feel like you weren't good enough, or that you didn't have, what it takes to, achieve certain goals, or that you were different in some kind of way. And now is your moment. Is your moment to shine your unique light, to share your gifts, your talents. You might be receiving, upgrades to those gifts and those talents. Yeah, I believe your perception even about yourself is shifting. Oh, and your card, your deck, actually, you got two masters that wanted to come out to give you a message for this reading. And so the other messenger, master, was Thoth. And Thoth is a spirit, an ancient teacher from Atlantis. He is said to have been, in several of his incarnations, he was Hermes. Thoth was the creator of the Emerald Tablets. Who was the other one? Mercury. I believe that was a Roman god or whatever. Just is a messenger, and a spiritual teacher. And here it says, divine magic. The teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. Oh, I love that. See, and this is you mastering your gifts. Mastering your perception. Let's get some more information. Let's see what else we have. We have goblins. Goblins are little, little spirits that like to, hide in our thoughts. They're like our negative thoughts, things that kind of, they like to be critical, play little nasty tricks on our minds, Let's see what else, because I know that is not the truth anymore. We have moonlight. Okay, you have illuminated those thoughts and the shadows and the mind, the tricks of the mind. You've exposed the limitations, that our mind wants to, how we perceive things, through that critical mind that makes us believe we're not good enough, we're not worthy enough, makes us have a low self-esteem, or we don't have confidence in ourselves. And you have shined your light and illuminated these shadows so that they're no longer running those tapes in your mind and making you feel that way. What? We have owl and magic again. So look at this beautiful magic. You're becoming the master. You have attained a certain level of mastery. And we have, look, there's an owl here as well, sitting in this moon. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. I'm so excited for you. I truly feel a connection to this pile. This might be my reading. Which, usually happens. There's always a message for me in my readings. And I truly feel connections to some of the piles. I know each reading, I know there's information there, but there's specific piles that I feel like is one that's definitely for me, as well as the collective who's tuning into these messages. We're on a similar frequency and journey. So with the owl magic, owls are able to perceive, from all different angles. They can see in the dark, they can see in the light, they can see from way high up in the sky. They just have I think they can turn their head in a 360-degree angle, so they're able to shift their angles and how they perceive and see things. There's a lot of wisdom and messages that come from invoking the owl as a totem. you might have messages in the underworld reading that I did not too long ago, and there is an owl guardian to take you to the underworld. So there might be messages in that reading. You can look in the videos on this channel and see if you can find any information. We have Tanzanite, dazzling honesty and eternal partnership. Oh, and look, we have the raven here. Raven was another one of the animal guides into the underworld. Beautiful, beautiful. Lots of transformation coming in for you. Pile number 3. You have found your truth, your inner source of light. And you're holding on to that beautiful, that gift, this offering that you have, that you're meant to share with others, and your perception, your healing, what your offering is to the world. Look at this card real quick. Let me check the guidebook real fast for you, because I love all the little animal spirits. You have such a connection to the animal kingdom. Let's see, Tanzanite. Okay. Tanzanite is the compassionate regenerator. Let me dazzle you with my very rare color characteristics. This effect happens when light causes 3 different colors to dance across my surface when viewed from 3 different locations. And what we're saying about the owl, this is about your ability to see things from different angles and different perceptions. You've chosen this card because you want attention, devotion, honesty, and respect from a partner. I can help with that. When you wear me as an engagement ring, I symbolize new beginnings and hope for a bright future. The gold in this ring enhances prosperity, love, and passion. The shape of a circle, in general, stands for the eternal, no beginning and no end, just like love. This ring is my pledge that we will be energetically connected as long as you desire. You will love that I vibrate at the amazing high frequency and am associated with compassion, forgiveness, gratitude, and spiritual love. This ring, I lost my space. I'm also known to support your immune system and improve your vitality. My intense blue-violet color is documented to lower blood pressure. This in turn helps calm your nerves and reduce stress. Joining our journey is a violet plant, 5 hamsters, male and female ringed blackbirds, 4 dragonflies, the crescent moon, the sun, and the hands of source. The doors open up a space filled with light and love. Violets will symbolize many things, some which are innocence, modesty, and true love, love that lasts forever. I'm not just talking about romantic love, but self-love and universal love. Because 4 dragonflies, balance, support, and organization, are landing on the violets, creativity, inspiration, intuition, I believe you will be working on inspiring projects with others at home or at work. These creatures are here to tell you that you're ready for a change and that they are here to get you started. The 5 adventurous hamsters remind you that life can be fun and to find some friends to play with. And they also believe that although nothing is perfect, you should still strive to be the best you can and to take chances. Ooh, what a beautiful card for you. Let's see. So you have learned to love yourself, I feel. Oh, we have sweetness. Yeah. Lots of love. We have this blooming of the heart right here. Especially with Paul the Venetian, who you might want to look into him as, both of these as a master guide or a mentor to work with you. Paul the Venetian can definitely help you with your spiritual gifts and learning how to master them, or even to understand what your specific gifts are. And you definitely have, a connection to your vision and your sight and the way that you see things. So there might be something to that. as well, and Toth being a teacher, so there might be something that you're meant to teach others, you know, maybe how to perceive things from different angles and different perspectives. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I know this is my message from my guides as well, reminding me that this is a gift of mine, that I can help people shift the way that they see things and showing them a different perspective and a different angle. Let's see what else we have for you. We have the root chakra, ground and center. So definitely make sure that you're working on that root chakra. And we have this beautiful transformation, and it's this is a moth. It's not necessarily a butterfly. And moths, you know, they are attracted to the light, and they fly in the dark, but they're attracted to the light. So they're always looking for the light in the dark, and that is just so beautiful. Oh, I'm getting emotional because when you have such a big heart, it's hard to not see the light, especially when people are suffering and going through pain, or, you know, not acting on in their best light, you know, not acting from their highest place, and they're acting from their pain, because that's the only thing that they can think to get rid of the pain, is to lash it out to get rid of it. And you can see when somebody is in suffering and in pain. And so you're able to see the light through all that darkness. And it can be very hard because most people aren't living from their light, they're living from their pain. And so it can be very, you know, hard to relate to others and to connect to others because they're living in their pain and they're not healing from it. They're not understanding it. They're not wanting to feel it and move through it and overcome it. I think they get stuck and trapped in it because they don't want to feel it, but that's the only way to let it go, to heal from it, to move through and allow it to move through you. So you have to accept it, you know, and allow it to be a part of you because it's what you went through. It's your truth. Sorry, pile number 3. And sometimes when we love so deeply and we want to see everybody's divine potential, we can't live from that space, and that is one of the hardest lessons I've had to learn. Is that you can still love people and have love for them and see that they're acting out on their pain, but you have to love yourself more and not betray your own feelings out of, oh, sorry. Okay. Not to betray the way that you feel out of your love for them through their suffering, because they're acting and treating people from their pain. You know, they're not caring if they're inflicting pain on anybody else. They really are truly selfish in their deeds and their actions, and the way that they just are reckless with the way that they treat your emotions and your feelings. You know, they're not putting your needs above theirs, and it's not like you're asking them to. It's just that they're not taking into account how their words and their deeds can affect you, you know? And so you end up having to protect yourself and come to that place of loving you more, and pouring love into you, and forgiving yourself for betraying your own heart and your own feelings of, you know, allowing them to treat you a certain kind of way, you know. Sometimes, you know, people will lash out on the people they love the most because they know that you love them. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt you, you know, and because you love them and they know you love them. They think that they can kind of treat you any way they want to, and that you're just going to forgive them because that's who your nature is. You have such a big heart that you're willing to forgive people if they're truly sorry. You know, even if they've done something that was really, really painful and hurtful. If they were truly honest and truthful in saying, you know, I'm so sorry that I hurt you, and then their actions, they back it up with actions, you know, and they don't do it again, you know, I would be able to forgive somebody. But it's the ones who just, you love them so much, but they keep hurting you and hurting you and hurting you over and over again. And then, you know, you love them so much, but they won't change, and they can't change. And your love is not enough for them to change. And you almost start turning against yourself and be like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. My love wasn't good enough. But that's not the truth, you know, and that's what we all have to discover on our own journeys, is our soul truth. What is the truth? The truth of me, not based on anybody else's belief systems and perceptions and these critical, you know, voices that want to overwhelm us in our minds and in our hearts and make us feel these untruths about ourselves. We have to go in and illuminate those shadows and bring our love into our shadows and face our fears and acknowledge them and stand in the truth of who we are. And then when we feel safe in who we are, then our higher selves feel safe enough to be able to ground into this physical body, where we can then become the master over the 3D, because we've faced our wounds, we have poured love and light into the shadows, and we've illuminated anything that could be, you know, hiding in there. And the more you can do this shadow work, the more you can face any of these potential fears, because fears aren't real. They're just an object of the mind that wants to keep us suppressed and in control. And when you can acknowledge that you have an emotion, you know, that is painful, and try to understand, why do I feel this way? Where is it coming from? And do that healing work and go on that healing journey. You then become the master, and you illuminate so many of your spiritual gifts, because you're able to see things from a different perspective that other people may have overlooked, because you have been brave enough to go into the darkness and illuminate it and bring your light, bring your love into those aspects to bring that healing and understanding and compassion there. And a lot of people just, they can't do it. It's too much to bear. And we need guides like you. We need masters like you to help illuminate the path for others. You know, not do their work for them, but to set the example, to be the leader, to help other leaders, you know. We have a new day dawns. Look at that. Look at this beautiful light that's growing within you. A new version of yourself is blooming. You're coming into your truth, into your power. We have dreams of abundance. Who doesn't have those? As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal, because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires in reality. Some of you might be getting spiritual guidance while you're sleeping. Listen to your guides, speak to them in the evening time before you're going to bed. That's when we're the most receptive, is at night. And so you might be receiving some kind of insights or downloads while you're dreaming, while you're sleeping. Typically, I find that, you know, I say my blessings, my invokings as I go to sleep at night, and I ask for, you know, any downloads or new information that wants to come in, that my channels be open and receptive to receiving this information. And I'm also releasing and cleansing any old energies that are within my aura. I always work with the violet flame to help cleanse and purify any lower energies in my aura to make room for this new information. let's see what else. I mean, that just is a tool that I use. We have moonlighting. So we have 2 moonlights here. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Do something that you really love doing. This gift that you have, whatever it is, you know, you can make time, choose to just schedule like 30 minutes a day, you know, or a couple hours a week if you have a day off, things like that. I'm going to work on my project. I'm going to work on this idea that I have, and start devoting some of your time to these gifts that you have that you're meant to be sharing with the collective, you know. And it's something that comes from your heart. It's something that lights you up. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel, you know, abundant. It makes you feel connected to like your true self, you know. Because I know it's hard when we live in the 3D and we're trying to, you know, live a spiritual life, but we also have these bills we have to pay, and it can be hard because you're having to walk, to be in the world, you know, and to function the way that their programs are set up. But it's not your belief system. It's just, you know, we all have to play the game until it changes and we shift it. And so, yes, do your day-to-day job until this takes off, is what your guides are telling you. Start working on this beautiful gift that you have, and then the opportunities will start to come in. Even if like you're a beginner and everything, start working. What can you do today that's going to get you, you know, further along the path? Just any step that you can make that's going to help you move in that direction. Follow your heart. What do I have? What can I do? What's a step I can take? Is there something I can research? Is there something, you know, things that I can start to accumulate and start setting to the side for this, you know, things like that. We have victory. Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Short and sweet and to the point. Messages for pile number 3 from Paul the Venetian and Tote. We have angel therapy. Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. Now let go of any fears of this not manifesting for you or not being able to happen. Have faith and trust. Follow your heart. Stay centered and grounded in your truth, in your faith, in your love. We have peace. Archangel Shamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Exactly. Hold on to your truth. Hold on to your faith. Visualize this manifestation of yours, where these gifts and these talents, this beautiful perspective, the way that you see things. You may be here to write a book, deliver a message. Maybe you're here to do oracle readings. Maybe you're a channeler. You know, whatever this beautiful gift dream that you have, that's going to be something that, you know, provides for you. Hold on to that dream and start building it. I'm going to get a final message from your Ascended Masters here. We have positive action. I focus on the beauty in me and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go and entrust to God. Exactly. What can you do today? And start building it. One step at a time. Each step is a step, and then eventually you will be walking that path full stride. And you'll look back and go, thank goodness I started. I'm so proud of myself, you know. We have choice. I choose serenity, light, and positive energy. No matter what I go through, I choose happiness. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God. Beautiful. Lots of confirmation in this. And just these 2 cards about this whole reading. Pile pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so proud of you. I'm sending you lots of love because I truly resonated with this pile. Obviously, I got emotional about it because I truly relate to you. I relate to all of you in pile number 3 here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I'm sending you all of my love. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in future readings.